Hello students, I wanted to do a virtual tour of a sample body paragraph for your Vida robot essay. So for this paragraph, you're going to be using the same 5 steps for integrating a direct quote. Okay, so your paragraph is going to start with a topic sentence to establish the focus of your body paragraph. And in this essay, your body paragraphs are going to focus on one boy from the Carl Hayden Community High School and one contribution that he made to help the team overcome an obstacle. Okay, so your topic sentence would establish that boy and the contribution he made. And then you would follow your topic sentence by giving context for the direct quote that you plan to use in your essay. So for this paragraph, what you want to do is describe who or what Josh Davis is talking about near where the quote appears in his article. Okay, so that's going to be how you build your context. You want to get your readers ready to read the direct quote. And then the third step is going to be introduce your quote with a signal phrase, and then put the actual sentence that you're quoting, sentence or two that you're quoting from the article, in quotation marks. And for this article, you do not need to have page number in-text citations after the quote, but you do have to have citations in your paragraph, and I'll show you that in a moment. Okay. After you use your direct quote, you want to explain the quote in your own words, and then explain what this quote reveals about the boy or how his contribution impacted the team's success. And then you would end your paragraph with the 5th step, which is a closing sentence that reflects on the topic sentence. So I want to take a minute and look at this sample paragraph here. Okay? And you'll notice on the handout, on the side here, it's reminding you what the 5 steps are. So the first step is to have a topic sentence that establishes the boy's contribution. So here is the topic sentence right here. Lorenzo's quick thinking helps his team win the competition. So now I know as a reader that this paragraph is going to show me something about Lorenzo's quick thinking and how it helped the team win the competition. So that's your topic sentence. That's an example of a topic sentence. Following the topic sentence, I need to establish or create context before I use a quote, which is way down here in the middle of the paragraph. Before I use the quote, though, I have to establish who or what Josh Davis is talking about in the article near where the article, where my quote appears, right? So before I can give the direct quote here, I need to provide context. So here's the context. In the article, Joshua Davis explains that when the boys do a test run of Stinky at the competition, the robot does not work properly. Ooh, let me fix that. Does not work properly. They notice the waterproof briefcase has warped from their long ride to the competition, causing the case to leak and ruining their electrical wires. They needed to find a fast way to absorb the water that was entering the briefcase. Lorenzo suggests a tampon, small and absorbent, to plug the leak. Davis describes Lorenzo in the grocery store asking a strange woman about tampons. Now I'm going to pause here for a moment. So from the second sentence all the way down to here, that's me summarizing or providing context about what was happening in the article, in Josh Davis's article, right before this quote appears. So you'll notice that I have to put an in-text citation here, and it has the in-text citation of Davis, right? You'll notice there's no page number. That is because this is an online article. So for MLA format, after you summarize ideas you learned from another article into your own words, you have to cite that article. So this is called a paraphrase. I'm paraphrasing or summarizing what was happening, actually paraphrasing. I was paraphrasing what was happening in the article just before my quote appears. Okay, so when you paraphrase information from an article into your own words, you still need to cite it because that is information that you learned from Davis's article. So that's why you see Davis here in parentheses. And the reason there's no page number is because this was originally an online article that did not have page numbers. Okay, or the source that you guys are using is the online version of the article that did not have page numbers. So your in-text citation is just going to be Davis. Okay. So now we're up to step 3, where you use a signal phrase and the direct quote. So here the signal phrase is Davis writes, comma. Right, that right there is a signal phrase. And then I put in the quotation from the article exactly as it appears in the article. And you'll notice in this paper, I'm using 2-sentence quotation, and that's fine. Okay. I also want you to notice this. The capital H in he at the beginning of the quote is capitalized, and that's because when you have a direct quote, the first letter of the first word is treated like the beginning of a new sentence. So you want to have a capital letter for the first letter of the first word, just like you would at the beginning of a new sentence, okay? And then notice down here is that the punctuation mark, the period, comes inside the quotation mark, all right? You'll also notice that there's no in-text citation after the quote. Again, that's because there's no page numbers. You have let the readers know that Davis is the author of this quote with your signal phrase, so you don't need to have an in-text citation because it's an online article, all right? So now you're up to step 4, which kind of turns into step 5. So after your direct quote, you explain what the quote reveals about Lorenzo in this case. So in this moment, Lorenzo reveals his ability to stay calm in a moment of stress and to think outside the box to find a solution for his team. He also shows bravery. It cannot be easy for a teenage boy to approach a strange woman to ask about feminine products. Lorenzo's quick thinking and problem-solving skills helped the team fix the leak. If he had not fixed the leak with the tampon, his team would not have been able to compete, and they certainly would not have won. Lorenzo's contribution was essential to his team's success. So you'll see that after the quotation, I'm analyzing what this moment revealed about the boy's particular qualities or talents or strengths that he brought, and then I'm also showing how it connects, how it led to the team's success. Okay, and then I end my paragraph with a closing sentence. So I wanted to give you this virtual tour of this paragraph, the sample body paragraph, because this is what you guys are learning how to write in this module. And alongside the paragraph, you'll see these notations in these boxes here that highlight the 5 steps. Step 1, step 2, step 3, and step 4 and 5. Okay? All right, guys. Bye.